Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I'm Shobuz Hussain from NSS Solution. Today I am here bring with a very organized and one of the best government university in Malaysia, which is called UTeM, Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka. And with me, Honorable Professor Propchu is here to discuss about his university and about how the students can admit here. And there are a lot of facilities also going to share. So today we are going to discuss about the university, about the course fees, about the tuition fees, and many more. So who would like to join in UTM? Join with us. If you want to talk with directly, if you have any question, you can ask. So now I'm going to pass Prof. Chu to discuss about UTM, about himself also.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Hussein
Yeah.
from NSS Solution. Hello, guys. Thank you for this session. Thank you for having time with us. Thank you, Mr. Hussein, for this invitation. NSS Solution has been the UTeM partners for a very long time, helping these international students to come and study in UTeM, and their services are fantastic. That's the reason why I'm glad that I have opportunity to conduct this session with NSS, as well as sharing a little bit information about UTeM. For those who are new about UTeM, this is the 14th public university in Malaysia, and our strength is on technical. So if let's say you have any questions, please you can leave the information or the question to Mr. Hussein, and after that can channel, or maybe if you want to have a live discussion, I'm very happy to have you here. So maybe I'd like to utilize my PowerPoint if possible, so that I can share a little bit a brief information about UTeM. Yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. So before that, I would like to say something from in Bangladesh.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
We're mostly focusing on Bangladeshi students. So we heard that in Bangladesh, the HSC, which is Higher Secondary School Certificate, will be published on 31st of December, which is tomorrow. So whoever like to ask question, আপনারা চাইলে বাংলাতেও কমেন্টস করতে পারেন. I will explain in English to Prof. So এটা আপনাদের জন্য একটা বড় পসিবিলিটি যে আপনারা একটা পাবলিক ইউনিভার্সিটির সাথে কথা বলতে পারতেছেন, প্লাস সেই ইউনিভার্সিটির প্রসেসিং, অ্যাডমিশন প্রসিডিউর, ইচ অ্যান্ড এভরিথিং আপনারা জানতে পারবেন. তো যদি কারোর কোশ্চেন থাকে আপনারা কোশ্চেন করেন কমেন্টস বক্সে, এখানে কমেন্ট বক্স দিয়ে আছে. আর যদি কেউ লাইভ সেশনে জয়েন করতে চান, তাহলে আমরা লিঙ্কটি কমেন্ট বক্সে দিয়ে দিয়েছি. আপনারা চাইলে ডিরেক্টলি লিঙ্কে জয়েন করতে পারবেন, আমাদের সাথে ডিরেক্টলি জয়েন করে কথা বলতে পারবেন. থ্যাংক ইউ প্রফ.
Thank you. Okay. So then you can allow me to do the screen sharing for my PowerPoint. Then.
Sure.
So fundamentally, while we are preparing for the technical parts, Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka, UTeM is located in Melaka. Okay. So I can share screen now, eh?
Yeah, sure. I couldn't get it yet.
Okay. Click the screen icon in the address bar. Screen icon.
I couldn't see your screen, bro.
Yeah. Your browser has blocked. So he asked me click the screen icon in your address bar. Where's the icon in my address bar? Oh, okay. Share the screen. Oh, because it's a block temporary. Is it might be blocked from you or not?
No, I don't know, bro. Could you please check it?
Okay. Might be okay. I think I give a last try. If let's say if we have, then it will be easy for us to get this information.
Yes, bro.
Okay. So select PowerPoint, allow. Okay, right. So can you see over there, Mr. Hussein? Is that okay?
Yeah, now got it, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So this would be some brief information about UTeM, and what makes UTeM interesting is because we are a very young university. What makes it young? Because we established since year 2000. So this year we are celebrating our 20th anniversaries, and then we also one of the quite a small university because of this what do you call the establishment. That's why we only have 8 faculties in our places. So hopefully you still can see my PowerPoint. Have you or
No,
is that
Prof. It's lost.
no? Okay, maybe I'll try it again. Share screen. Then I'll go for the PowerPoint. Okay, allow. Right. So is it okay? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm sharing right now, right?
Yes,
On
yes,
this
yes.
PowerPoint. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. So our vision is to become one of the world leading innovative and creative technical university. And I think some of you might start wondering what is all about technical university. First thing first, very, very clear in public universities in Malaysia, I'm looking at public university, that you will know that we have 3 categories. Okay, those that you have listened, for example, University Science, Malaya, University Putra, University Technology, these are the category of the research university. Okay, then after that we have the second category called the comprehensive university, which this type of university provide a lot more courses to the students. Whereas UTeM, I'm highlighting over here as around in a red circle. This is what we call as the focus university. Now, Focus University has its own different missions and also different objective for its establishment. So over here, you might able to see we have also the University for Education. We also have the University for Ocean and also Marine Studies. We have the Universities for Islamic Studies. We also have the University for Defense. Okay, so UTeM is categorized among all of these peers as one of the technical university. So in such a case, we are one of the focused university among our peers. So we are different category with those that you're familiar with the research as well as the comprehensive one. Okay, and then for your information about this, our vision and mission is to promote knowledge through innovative teaching, learning, research, and technical scholarship. We are aimed to develop professional leaders with moral values and, of course, generating sustainable development through the smart partnership with the community and also the industries. Now, when you look at the technical terms, for the technical, we have to clarify our concept first. Then before that, you will able to grasp the meaning of this technical. So according to this Oxford Dictionary, technical means that you connect with the practical use of machines, methods, technology and engineering, and also for the industry. And obviously with this part, we align with the Malaysian, the National Technical and Vocational Education and Training. Okay, so far so good with this explanation.
Yes.
And then now when you look at that, we have to develop the student with the technical knowledge, occupational skills for their particular engineering discipline and also for their future career. And this is the one that makes differences is we develop students practical and hands-on expertise. Okay, it is a practical learning by doing, learning by experiencing. You need to utilizing it practically hands-on in order to know these are the courses that you're able to get from UTeM. We are industrial-based program, industrial relevant for 4.0 industrial revolution. Our philosophy of teaching will be outcome-based learning, problem-based learning, learning by doing, practice and application-oriented. And for all the students who are coming for postgraduate studies, including masters and PhD, you need to understand that you need to solve the real industrial problem. So in such a case, from all of these explanation, then you start to understand the students over here, they are very so-called industrial oriented, solving industrial problem, and then they learn by doing. So this is the way that different from Universiti Teknikal Malaysia Melaka to the rest of the other university. So established in year 2000, December the 1st, we are the first technical university and the 14th of the public university. We pioneer the practice and application oriented for teaching and learning methods. And this is because we want to support our government decision to cater for high technical skills, human resource that needed for the industries. So over here, then you start to understand about the philosophy. You know that the teaching philosophy, the way of teaching, the students' learning method will be slightly different. So we have 8 faculties, 1 center, and 1 institute, ranging from diploma, bachelor, masters, and also doctorates. And obviously, for international students, the first entry will come into for bachelor degree. Okay. So as we mentioned that we have 8 faculties. So over here, from the names of the faculties, I think you can slightly understand what are the disciplines that these faculties is going to offer. So we have electronics and computer engineering. This is the one that mostly cater about the hardware of these IT computers and so on. Then we have electrical engineering, which is cater about energy, mechanical. We also have manufacturing engineering. We have information and communication technology, ICT, which will cater the software of this software for computing engineering. And then we have 1 technology management and technopreneurship faculty. So our business management is more on technology oriented. And then obviously we have electrical and electronic engineering technology, mechanical and manufacturing engineering technology. We have 1 center for language studies, and obviously we have 1 institute for technology management and entrepreneurship, which caters on the postgraduate students. Now, from the profile that ranging over here, that you can see bachelor degree, we have 31, master, we have 39, and we have 13 of these doctorates. So over here for bachelor degree students, we have 6 engineering choices, 7 for ICT, 14 for engineering technology, and 4 from the technology management. Whereas for masters, you can go for full research, or you can go for mix the coursework, which is the 2 paradigm in the different areas. One is full research, one is full coursework, or something that in the middle, we name it as mixed mode. Then after that, we have the PhD, Doctors of Engineering. We have 1 Doctor of Information Technology and also 1 Doctor of Technology Management. So we have provided a wide ranges of these programs that so far UTeM can offer. And then for your information, this would be some of the information about the universities. So far what we can come over here is, if let's say like you come over for the postgraduate studies, then the research niche area means that, as I mentioned to you before, because we are categorized under the focus category, the university, our niche area is on advanced manufacturing and computing technology. Okay, what makes our studies proud? Okay, this is the 2019 graduate employability. We still do not have the year 2020 because simple, everybody, we are facing the COVID situation. The convocation has been deferred to next year, 2021, somewhere around April. Hopefully that time still able to conduct. So far we have is a 93% of graduate employability. It really means that all the students that we accepted, international or local students, as high as 93%. Okay, this is the study which we are making in 6 months after the convocation at that time. So it means that the students able to provide the tracer study by providing information, for example, where do they work, what are the status, permanent or by contract, or whether they're working in Malaysia or out from Malaysia, or what are their status and what are the job description, the salary, everything. So we're able to come up with these round numbers, which is 93% of graduate employability. I can say to you this is very, very high. Okay, and this is the one that selling points for UTeM students. Once they graduated from our university, they do not have any problem about finding the jobs outside. Okay, and then so far for human resource industry engagement, we have a lot of industry collaboration. Later on, I will show to you some of the logos you might aware of. And obviously for human resources, we have 880 academicians, which is 31 professors, 95 associate professors, and then after that you also have others, which are 326 certified professional certified staff, which you have technologies, engineers, certified engineers, and then certified technicians. And we also have this GS, and also one which is called this architect. Okay, and then so far with the university strength, we have 55% the staff with a PhD right now. Okay, so this is the profiles that we have, and most of our staff, if you want to check on our profile, you're able to always understand that most of us, we are graduated from all those good ranking university. That's a criteria that the government and also the university sent us for the PhD. Right. Then for the next, this is a niche area, as I mentioned, advanced manufacturing and computing technology. This will cater to the postgraduate students, for example, masters or PhD students who are coming in for research or maybe for mixed mode. You can always think the domains that we have will be like something like green technology, okay, something to do with system engineering, something to do with emerging technology, as well as human and technology interaction. So these are the few domains for the research niche area that UTeM's right now championing on. Next one is about our profiles of our international students. Okay, so far that you can see, we have 812 at the moment. Means that from the first year until the final year of undergraduate, as well as the postgraduate masters and PhD who are still studying with us in UTeM. So we have the PhD students for 453, master 165, bachelor degree 194, and ranging from all these countries that you can see, ranging from Afghanistan. We have a lot of Bangladeshi students for information. So we also have a lot of students, so lots of students that come and study with us. And then we also have Indian students, we have Pakistani students. You can see the South Asian students really like to come and study with us. So from Afghanistan until Zimbabwe, you can see the profile of the student. This year, in year 2020, we do have mobility due to the mobile restriction that enforced by all the countries in the world. So in such a case, this one still remain the same. Okay, but this is something interesting because we have already seen some of the increment. Now, established since year 2000, so you have to understand that after 5 years, the first cohort, the senior cohort will be graduated. So our first batch, which is graduated from UTeM, will be year 2005. And then you can see gradually we are increasing all of these graduates, okay, since from 2014 until 2019. So you can see the increasing numbers of it. So far, UTeM has produced 29,411 since 2005. And then we are looking forward for the year 2020, which is going to be defer, as I said, until April of year 20 and 21. Okay. And then after that, you can see where we're located. If you're familiar with Kuala Lumpur International Airport, we are actually 1 hour and 30 minutes drive away from the international airport where you come to Malacca. Malacca is a very beautiful historical city. So this is a city which is very accommodating because it's a tourism state. So you see people are coming in because of the tourism spots, tourist extractions, and we are lucky enough because we are situated here. The cost of living here will be slightly lower than Kuala Lumpur in terms of food, accommodation, rentals. If you ask my question, I can share with you a little bit about that. No traffic jams during the daytime, but heavy jams during the weekend because all the other people or visitors will come to Malacca. And we as a Malaccan, we will not go out during the weekends. We only go out during the weekdays. We allow those visitors to come in and jam the entire city. So there's something different, I would say that's something different from the others. International network, we are under some of this network. So Asia Uninet, we are under the UMAP. UMAP is interesting because this is a network that go for 570 universities in the Asia Pacific region. I'm not sure whether do you know Asia Pacific region. So you were crossing from Japan down to Malaysia and also Oceania. Then after that, you also can see from the Canadian and also the American side. So that is the specific regions that accommodates 570 universities. We have ATUNet, which from the Asian region, we have 22 university. And obviously, we are very strong in terms of our neighbors in IMT, means that Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand, Golden Triangle. Okay. If you look at the international collaboration, these are the international collaboration means that we have already linked with the foreign university. So you can see from Republic of Korea until you can stretch until Colombia. So these are the universities that have already signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, or MOA, Memorandum of Agreement with UTeM. So there are few types of collaboration. Mostly will solve on these academic activities. For example, students exchange, student mobility. Okay, the second one will be the staff exchange, staff mobility, or even collaboration for the PhD or masters. The third one will go for we call as a joint research, joint publication, joint conferences. Okay, the fourth one will be lecture series. For example, invited speakers. Some of us we invited them via webinar. Okay, so they can give a special session for us to have a chat, and then they can teach one of the subject or one of the lecture for the students. So in such a case, you will learn very, very widely from all those we are having our relationship with this. And then for the industrial partnership, I think over here it tells a lot of good stories because these logos is start to tell the companies which we are collaborated with. Now, the student mostly after some time, they will go for the industrial attachment, which they will go into the company and then they will practice 6 months of this industrial attachment. So after that, once they have completed their industrial attachment, if they're interested, they can start to stay in this company and pursue their career. So in such a case, that's the reason why you found out that the way that UTeM arrange is allow for maximize the opportunity for employability for the students who are targeted for their career development. Okay, so means that they select the company, they love the location, they might be they would like to continue, so they will keep serving it as their career path development. Then the other parts of students that 93%, as I say, employed, right? Another type, the students, some of them they are establishing their companies, some of them they are further their studies, or some of them they are thinking about they want to enter another part of their private life. Some of them get married and so on. Some of them they migrate. So that's the reason why those that non-captures doesn't mean that they are not doing anything. They have another way that which is away from those that conventional of 93% who are highly already being employed. Okay, how good is UTeM? Now in US, in a QS ranking, we are currently under the QS Asian Ranking University of top 450. Last year we was on top 500, so we already moved 50 places up. So right now we are ranked in 401 and 450. Now some of you might wonder, hey, why is it we are still under Asian University ranking? Well, I have to be honest to you, we just got our ranking by last year. So this is the second year we are in. 20 years establishment of the university with only 8 faculty. It is admittedly we are not a large university like the rest, but definitely a focused one, and then our niche area makes it outstanding in order for us to be ranked under the Asian Ranking University top 450. For world ranking wise, you can always see over here, we are ranked under the Times Higher Education of top 1,527. Now, this is something interesting for you to ponder, where you can see we are actually at the same levels of number 10 with Universiti Kuala Lumpur, Universiti Malaysia Perlis, Universiti Malaysia Sarawak, Multimedia University, as well as Universiti Technology Mara. So you can see we are the new record NR because we just enroll ourselves in this year. So that's the reason why we are just being ranked for the next year in year 2021, the top 1,527. And all of this ranking basically give us a lot of strength and also recognition that put us visible on the world map. And another ranking which is nice to be shared, as I mentioned to you, because we are the Universiti Teknikal University, we are championing on the research. Still remember, one of it is green technology. So we are under also the UI Green Matrix World Ranking University. This is the ranking which try to rank the universities which are sustainable. So we are one of it under the world, 114 in year 2019. Now we already moved into 109 in year 2020. So when you come over to UTeM, you'll find out that we are sustainable, manage our campuses, particularly about energy management. So we are one of the very good universities which right now in Malaysia, okay, we have UTeM and us. We are very fantastic in managing this what we call as energy management. Okay, some of these information that you can see from the pictures, the cutting edge technologies that we have, very advanced that we have because we are very new universities, still depends a lot on the government's financial aids, and obviously also a collaboration with all the industries so that we're able to have the students to learn all these machines over here. What you see on this photo is a real one because, as I said, the students are doing by learning. So all this will be operated by the students themselves. And then after that, we also have one, as I mentioned, the collaboration with the industry, established one we call Samsung IoT Academy. Okay, so this is the one that's sponsored by Samsung. And then we also have the ST Lab. Okay, this is the one that established by ST Microelectronics. We obviously will also have another one which is CMERP Satellite Lab. Okay, this is also sponsored by the companies. And then there are some of the facilities, for example, the students' hostel that are accommodating these undergraduate as well as postgraduate students. Now, I have to also give you some tips. If let's say like you are postgraduate students, you are master's or PhD students, if you're willing to come and stay here, you will be provided, you have to apply to notify, then you will provide with the accommodation, which means a room which you will share with another students. Does it make sense? So it means that postgraduate students will come here alone, not with family, yeah? Because the university has to accommodate for students only, where the university accommodation does not accommodate the students with families, because we know that families, you might have kids, you might have with your wives, so it will make the situation slightly different. So for the students who come alone, okay, a single students who come here for their studies, bachelor degree you can secure easily for the accommodation. For the masters and PhD students, once you requested it, you will be able to stay in this accommodation. And then the fees are absolutely affordable. One day per day, I think the minimal will be 20 to 25 ringgit, up to 50 ringgit. And then it covers all your rental, your Wi-Fi, your energy, okay, your rental bills. So everything will be covered for this accommodation. Okay, so this is the place that students love to come in because it is situated in the campus, very safe for you all. Most of the students would love to stay in because it is affordable, a very well guarded places because it's in the campus. Okay, so maybe you can start to consider about it. And obviously, we also have the sport complex. They're organizing yearly events, cafeterias, shuttle bus. Shuttle bus is the one that we like to highlight because we have campuses around. So we have campus in our main campus and also industry campus. So wherever you are around, don't worry. You do not need to walk back to your hostel. Even private hostel, there's also have another bus stop which purposely set and accumulate all the students together. So you can take the buses freely because you already pay your servicing charges, servicing fee. So you can hopping on, and then after that you can go from one faculty to another, library, get to the hostel, and so on. Yeah, that is the one that being provided. Wi-Fi cover the entire university. We are aiming for 5G, so that's the reason why you go for anywhere that you'll be able to access into the Wi-Fi facilities. Even you are walking on the road, because I'm a staff. I'm driving on the road. The network also could be covered. No problem about that. And then after that, you also can see we also have the Student Health Center. Now remember, once you are registered as a student, you would able to enjoy the treatment. So it means that you would not need to be worried about the healthcare services. Obviously, this is something to do with not an heavy or big operations that you're going to be getting, because big operation you will need to go to the hospital. Remember, this is just a health center. And then obviously you give outpatient treatment, emergency treatment for those who are staying nearby or staying in a private or staying in a public university accommodation. You will get emergency treatment 24/7, consultation, examination, first aid, ambulance services, laboratory for some tests, and obviously dental unit. So I would say that as a youngsters like you guys, even though myself as a staff, I also enjoy the services for this student health center over here. Okay. And then some of the information about the students' activity before COVID. It is nice to say to you, in international office like us, we always used to organize activities from time to time. So the students were brought for some activities like sports, visits to some places. Then after that, also playing some games, online, offline games, chess or whatsoever. And that is our website, which you always can get further information from www.utem.edu.my. And by the end, if we have time, maybe I'd like to share with you guys about our corporate video. So I would say that along the process, we have already established a very good partnership with NSS. Mr. Hussein has been a fantastic partner for us. So if let's say like you require any kind of information, you can always refer to him. And then because we are working in a partnership, so if it's nice that you go through him, he will able to channel all your information to us, even up to the application. So that's the reason why I'm happy to have with him together and then try to promote to you UTeM, as well as the service which we offer by NSS Solution. So I pass my session to you, Mr. Hussein. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the fantastic presentation, and also good compliment. I don't know from where it's doubling.
Sorry?
No, the voice. I can hear my voice. Oh, now
I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof, for your fantastic presentations about UTeM and also the compliment for us. So it's really appreciable, and thank you very much. And who would like to comment? So you can guys comment in the comments box. Our representative now going to answer your all questions. Whoever would like to ask the question. So I got few questions, Prof. So I'm going to present in the text. So a student asks like, sir, I want to know about MBA programs. Okay. So.
I want to know MBA program entry requirement. First payment, how much? Total payment, how much? How many months internship? University help for intern. Okay, for Ruston, thank you for the question. I would like to share again for share screen so that this information will be able to be explored. I would say that this MBA, we are going for what we call as a technical MBA. You have asked a very good question. Yeah. Okay. So can you see the screen over here, Mr. Hussein?
Sure.
Yes or no? Yes, huh? So if let's say like you cannot see, you let me know. So we are sharing this faculty for technology management and technopreneurship. And for your information, our MBA we offer since year 2009. And we have a lot of requests for the MBA, fundamentally because we are the first technical MBA that offer in Malaysia. Now, I would like to share with you about this program because this is the program which will tell you something so fantastic about it. So the students who are coming for the study, they are able to get this information via this website, and then this is the faculty's website. You always can Google FPTT UTeM. Okay. Then after that, from here, we can able to get the information about the postgraduate students. So under the postgraduate students, then you're able to, I think maybe I get back to the program first. Will be easy for them. So under the program, you will see that we have postgraduate students. Okay, and then after that, under these postgraduate studies, the design is something quite slippery. You don't have to be very close to the way. Okay, MBA. Now MBA programs we offer. I mean, you see, you always can Google information. So that's the reason why I myself is an educator. I myself is a lecturer. So what I give to you information is what I have over here. And obviously, you always can do more Google and do comparison. Our MBA so far is the cheapest that being offered in Malaysia. Okay, so the program fees for international students is 21,210. Okay, that is the fee structures that you have. And then the students who are coming here for MBA, because we have to cater those who are working. So you see, we are catering those who are working, Malaysian who are working. So the international student will join the classes, okay, provided that if let's say the international students come in for study for full time, then he will still join the evening classes. I call it as the evening classes. The evening classes will stretch from 6:30 until 10 o'clock at the night, and then it goes for 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, and then that is the time that all the students will gather. This is the time that students will learn from us. So the lecturers will provide these full-time evening classes, and the students were able to graduate, complete their classes or the syllabus within 2 years of the study. So if let's say like you're interested, then you might come in for the February intake, or this time we have due to COVID, so we call it as a February, but the real actual starting date will be somewhere around 11 of March 20 and 21. So the school fees total is 21,210. Maybe later on you can help me to convert into this DACA. So these are requirement admission for international students. If you have a degree from the other universities with a CGPA at least 2.75, we definitely need your TOEFL and also IELTS, because we have to understand that the entire program is delivered in full English. So I'm also one of the teaching staff for this program. We need to make sure that the MBA has to be assigned and also audited in a good manners, in a professional manner. That's why full English is required for this. And
So
then
bro,
after that, sorry?
I don't interrupt you there for the English requirement. So if any student they graduate like by English medium, which is called medium instruction in English.
Yeah.
So do they allow without IELTS or TOEFL they can join by using the
Yes.
MOI?
If let's say like they are originally graduated from those English speaking countries, for example UK, Australia, Canada, all of these, then this English requirement could be waived. No problem about that.
So how about Bangladesh?
Sorry.
How about Bangladesh? So if any students they graduated from Bangladesh, any university, and they
Okay.
can they can provide you he finished their like bachelor program by medium instruction in English. So do they have to again submit the IELTS, or it can be waived their IELTS or TOEFL?
I would say that at the moment, the entry requirements still be enforced on the requirement. So by following back the books, it is still required. But I would say that you always can think about other option, which the students also can come in for this Malaysian University English test. So that's another options that you can think about and come in. Now, obviously, I would like to say that this is a general guides for all of you. Okay, I
Yes.
understand that the question from Mr. Hussein, it might have other different cases. Some of these students might be they have their previous studies somewhere else, and then they already acquired for this English test. So I would say that no problem. You always can and try to submit first, because by the end of the day, the result will only have two, which is conditional and also unconditional offer. So these were related to the English as an entry requirement only, nothing more than that. Means that the offer letter once going to be provided, it means that academically your qualifications is well recognized. The only differences about conditional and unconditional offer, unconditional means that no condition, you are free to enter, so that means that the English is not going to be required, or you already presented the English. But if let's say like it is a conditional offer, then in such a case the English would be required as the way that you come in for your studies. So I would say that give a try, because I know that there are lots of cases that I cannot say all the Bangladeshi students were facing the similar situation, because we have also encountered those that who are taking other types of English tests, and then we also bring this case to the unit, and then to let them to investigate, and after that to make their own decision. So hopefully I'm not setting it too rigid, but these are the guides that I would like to say that it is already shown over here. And maybe you can start to consider, if let's say like you want to give a try, then no problem for you to give a try on that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof, for your clarification. I think I could understand, like, first the students, they can submit their graduation certificate with the MOI, which is Medium Instruction English later. Then, yeah, the admission division, they will decide it either he will exempted in English or not.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. And the student also asks, Prof, like, how much is a month? How many month internship for that program for
Oh.
him?
Okay, for MBA, you do not have any internship, because everything has to be completed for 2 years. Once you graduated out, then you become a master degree holder for MBA. And then this MBA, I have said to you, is a real MBA that you can work across all the places that you want. I have a cases for the students who are graduated as an MBA. After that, they proceed, they do their PhD abroad. They get back to the UK, for example, or go back to the Australia. No restriction at all. So don't worry about the qualification that you're going to get from Malaysia. Everything is certified and well connected. That's the reason why the quality control has to be in place, to make sure that all the students are able to get a better opportunity, as well as for their future career or future, studies development. For the internship for undergraduate students, it will ranging from 3 months until 6 months. Okay, and the students will be placed into the company, including international students. Don't get surprised. The faculty will support you. Then after that, you will go to have your internship in the company. And I can say to you, some of the students who are interested to continue their career over here, because imagine if you are working in Intel, Huawei,
Yeah,
Petronas, Samsung.
IBM, yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. It is not something small, guys. Those that I showed to you the logo just now, they are real collaborator. Because what we are presenting over here is a real fact that you need to understand. So it's nothing to be camouflaged. And a lot of students that comes in, well, we have 819 students. All these figures speak for itself, correct or not? So
yes, yes.
what I'd like to say is, yes, the internship 6 months, and then after that, you will continue to get into the process, so that the students were able to finally get their job. So it's mostly will be arranged the end of the semesters. Do you get what I mean? So
Yes,
meaning that if the students for 4 years study, they will go for the last semesters for their internship. So this will enhance their opportunity, and also this percentage for them to secure their job after they graduated.
okay. Thank you very much, Prof, for your kind clarification. And
Thank you.
also, the student also asks about any scholarship or merit scholarship available for the student.
Okay, at the moment, I would like to say is UTeM, because it's a very young universities, and I have to honestly say to you, the school fees are affordable. So maybe I can share with you for this information, then you can able to see these the fees that being provided. I already give one copy for Mr. Hussein. He always will utilize this in order for you
Yeah, yeah.
to guide you through. So this is information which is shared out openly. Now, because of the way that the university running, and then we have provided an affordable school fees for all the international students. So can you see it over here, Mr. Hussein? You can see, yeah?
I couldn't see yet, bro.
Not yet. Okay, let me see whether selected windows on this entire screen. Okay, allow. So maybe I'll share with you for this one. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah,
over here, what you can see is this is for undergraduate program. Let's start with undergraduate program first. Yeah, all of these you can always Google other universities. You can do your comparison, no problem at all. So what you will see over here is a general academic requirement, and then the English requirement, IELTS, TOEFL, and also the MUET. MUET is a Malaysian University English test. Many of the students would love to opt for this one because they always feel secure when they come to the university. Now, cost of living, this is just a referencing only. If you wish to stay off campus, means that not in the campus, yeah? So this will be something to do with the rental and so on. But if let's say like you are thinking about staying in the accommodation, then it will be slightly, as I mentioned to you, 20 to 25 ringgit minimum, stretch until 50 ringgit per day. So cover everything. So you do not need to bother about the bills, the Wi-Fi, the places you want to stay. Even you
yes,
can also go down to the cafeteria where all the students will get a very cheap food. Okay, all the
yes, yes,
subsidized
bro.
food.
Yeah, I tried 2 times, I think, and the food is very reasonable and very tasty.
Yeah. So over here, if you're looking at the tuition fees that being offered right now, there are differences until with the engineering and non-engineering program. Now remember the faculty which I mentioned to you before, very clearly to put over here, non-engineering means ICT and also management. Haha. So you
Yes,
see total program takes out 36,628. We look at without hostel first lah. This
yes,
is the
yes.
one that without hostel for engineering, and 32,628 for non-engineering. Now, students who are coming in, you have to know that we do not provide scholarship, but we fair to everyone. Every of the students, undergraduate or postgraduate, you'll enjoy 20% discount on the tuition fee for these coming semesters. Okay, so
Okay.
remember, you will enjoy the 20% discount on the tuition fee for this coming semester because this is going to be your first semesters. So in such a case, you found out that every semesters you will pay approximately 6,000, 6,000, 6,000 until you complete almost 36,000 over here. Engineering program for and also non-engineering program for bachelor degree takes you 4 years to complete. So you can divide it into 8 semesters. Then roughly you will know that how much is our tuition fee. Okay. Then after that, obviously you need to pay for your visa. Okay. And then another one is you have to pay for your student's bond, the student pass. Okay. And also another one is administration fees, which approximately 4,000 something. That
4,500.
one, yeah, I think. Let me see whether it's somewhere here, so that you will not get surprised. Yes, yes. So you see, you have your engineering courses. This will be the total school fees. You have an administration fee you pay for one time only. Now this is the one will cater what about your trips when you're picking up from this the KLIA until to Malacca, and obviously all those other types of fees. For example, that you want to utilize for these charges when you go for this what do you call the so on sorry yeah the charges that you utilize, all the facilities, everything over there. So that's why it's a one time only you'll be charged for 4780. So you understand that the payment will be including your tuition fee without hostel, because with hostel it will be another different. So without hostel, 36,000 plus 4,000, and then after that plus your personal bond plus your student pass, and this is the visa, medical checkup, insurance, which will require by EMGS. This has nothing to do with UTeM. So your total up will be approximately 40,000. 40,000, 42,000, 42,000, 42,000, 44, approximately 45,000 in a total cost only for the fees and also those that you need to pay. Okay, and then that is the one that you are able to cater. The next one would be about the postgraduate. I would say that postgraduate also quite similar, where you're able to get the discount as well. So this is the one that cater for those who are coming in for both by research, by coursework, or maybe you are doing by mixed mode. So for postgraduates, as I mentioned over here, you have also understand about the TOEFL and IELTS requirement. Okay, remember, as I put over here, single postgraduate students can apply for university accommodation. We cannot guarantee, that's why you need to apply during your application. So means that when you submit your application, you can write a letter. Remember to write a letter, and then the letter you will post it via online application. I think definitely Mr. Hossein will going to help you. Then you spell out that you need an accommodation. Okay, so after that, you are willing to share with the person. You have to be willing to share with the person in a room. There's not going to be one person in a room. There's going to be always a person who's going to share with you. So 2 person in a room, you remember, approximately, as I mentioned, 25 to 30 minimum, okay, until 50 per day, including electricity, Wi-Fi, and also your rental. So you are paying this for your own accommodation. And then for here, you will have various types of masters. So by taught course will be 11,000, you see. Masters by taught course computer science, 11,000 as well. If you look at Masters of Software Engineering, 16,000. MBA, 21,000. Other than that, by research or whatsoever, 10,400. PhD, 29,000. Because PhD stretch for 3 to 4 years. Now, as well as the same, also enjoy 20% discount for tuition fee for the first semesters. So the students will start to pay their school's fees respectively, okay, respectively, plus administration fee, one time only, 3,500. Then after that, personal bond, okay, this is refundable. After that, student pass, as well as the visa for the medical checkup and insurance. So if you plus minus, for example, go for PhD, 30,000, 34,000, okay, and then 35, 36,000, 37, 38,000, 38,000, approximately 38,000, then you can end the entire tuition fees, including the admission fees, as well as personal bonds, pass, and also the visa. Okay, the last thing I would like to share is about the scholarship for the postgraduate students. Now, you always understand that the postgraduate students definitely have the chances for their postgraduate studies. And in UTeM, we have one scholarship which offered to the students, which is called Zamala. You always can come over here, called PPS UTeM. So, Mr. Hussein, am I showing the homepage right now? Is it okay?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Seen, yeah,
that's correct.
So correct. So international students, remember, you always can go about the financial support. Okay, the financial support will makes you able to go for the scholarship called Zamala. Now, because of very highly competitive for this Zamala, they selected all those very good result students. So if you are very confident, no problem for you to try, because they definitely have students who are able to obtain this. So the CGPA must be more than 3.5, okay? And after that, the students will get these allowances to be paid along the process. So that is the scholarships that help the students to come and study masters and also PhD by research only, yeah, not for the courses. So that's
So
the reason why I explain in
Prof,
such a way. My
it is
research or PhD program.
okay.
Yes.
Prof,
Mm.
is it like for the students? Is stipend or scholarship?
Sorry, which one?
Oh, that's one. Like for the masters is 1,500. Is it like stipend or scholarship?
Or you mean this one, the payment? Is it monthly payment? This
Yes,
is
yes.
the one that the university pay to the master students every month for him or her to conduct the masters by research in UTeM.
Oh, that's great. I think this is a great opportunity. One of
Yes,
our
yes, yes. Yes, PhD students will be paid 1,800 per month along their studies. So if let's say that the contract is awarded for 3 years, full 3 years going to pay for 1,800 per month. Uh-uh.
So I think yeah, this is good opportunity for the student. They are doing masters or PhD and getting payment from the university.
Correct. So this is the one. Remember, it must be by research. Yeah, by
Yeah, yeah.
research only. Yes. Uh-huh. So you can always come here and have a look. Everything is spelled out over here. So it's quite clear and quite self-explanatory in a way that you know that what are the requirement, what are the responsibility for you, any contribution, published journal, da da da. So everything is spelled out over here. So it means that you will not get shocked. Suddenly things has changed suddenly. So everything will be placed over here. Then you're able to understand that this is the one that going to be support for those who are interested to apply. So hopefully I have answered some of the question about the scholarship and also about the school fees.
Yes, yes, that's great, Prof. And I got another questions. After
Yeah.
MBA or internship, can I go other country? Like most of the students, they ask, okay, if they join in bachelor or masters, so they can go overseas for their higher studies or by scholarship or university help for them.
Okay. I want to ask first question first. Is it Bangladeshi under Commonwealth country? I think so, right?
Commonwealth, I don't know because Bangladesh is under developing country, which is
Yeah, but if let's say like under Commonwealth country means that those that being imperialized by the Britain before, we all are under the Commonwealth country.
yes, yes,
Yeah, so I have to say to you, you do not have any worry about studying in Malaysia. Now, this is the fair statement for all of you, not only for UTeM. Do not worry to come and study in Malaysia, particularly for those public and also private university, those that good established one. After you have completed your study, you can go anywhere that you like. So the nearest one I can say to you, some of the international students they are start working in Australia or even in Singapore and also Brunei. Why
yeah,
not?
yeah. I
Because
think
all these, yeah, the certificates are well recognized. Okay, I give you one example like my case. Then you
yes,
might be know that where am I coming from. I'm
yes.
graduated from UTM, Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. So at that time, I graduated somewhere in year 2000 for my undergraduate and 2003 for my master's. Then after that, when I work, I come to UTEM and work since 2004. So I've been working for almost 16 years. Then during the process, I need to go for my PhD, correct? So when I did my PhD in year 2007. And then that time I went to the UK for my PhD. So what I want to tell you is no restriction at all because all of these degrees are well recognized. You would not have any troubles about accessing into other countries' degrees. So don't worry about that because we are taking UK as the highest, we always project as a highest requirement. So the case like me, myself, in year 2007, I graduated from UTM. Then I already study in the UK for my PhD. So no problem at all. That is the one that very, very sure for you guys.
So I think, and the UTeM help students to study further in overseas. Like,
I do not know the meaning about the help. But if let's say like you are looking for, yeah, what does it mean by the help? You have to let me know.
like okay, after graduation, some some university they have. Okay, if you want to do masters or PhD, they have a
Oh, okay, I get you. Yes, our counterparts, those that we already signed the MOU, MOA, you
yes,
even can think about going there. Okay, we have the Turkish university, we also have the Japanese university. Okay, why? Because many times these university they keep offering scholarships. Ah, other parts of the world might be they are not easily to provide scholarship by their country. They provide as a region. For example, the European they provide the entire European Union as their scholarship. Whereas if you're looking at, for example, Japan, because of the countries,
yes,
we have one very good relationship with Tokushima University. Yes, the students after completed good result, the supervisor will recommend you to go and further studies over there. No problem at all for your future career as well as your academic development. No problem.
So for that case, UTeM help students to get admission in overseas universities.
I would say that help in a sense that recommendation. I would
Yes.
say that help in terms of bridging the students to the next university. I also can say about the help in terms of how are we going to put the students into the way that the supervisor recommended. Because you see, the students are very new to maybe I give example, Japanese university. They do not even know how they're going to get in. So if let's say like I have my students, I
Yeah.
graduated, my students would like to further, no problem at all. I even can say to you, there's also a Canadian scholarship which is being offered. I also supported my students to go and apply for it. So no
Oh,
problem for the chances to going to be tried, because every time if you have your supervisor who are very close to you or the lecturer who are very close to you, you always can get his to become your referee, and then you utilize this rapport in order to further up for your career as well as academic development. So the help would be, yes, bridging the students to the institution, try to tie the relationship together, make the student easy to get into the university. Yes, we can help that to do that.
thank you very much, Prof. I think the student is clear to know about that.
Hmm.
I think the university how they help. So another student asks, go ahead. So this university is public or private university? Definitely this
Oh
is public.
my God, I already presented for so long. This is what? This is definitely a
Grandmother.
public university. Okay, so this is a government university recognized, and then we are one of the clusters under the focus university, as I shared with you just now. Thank you.
I got
Okay,
another
any more
question.
question?
Do you offer fashion design course for the international students?
No. Unfortunately, if let's say like you're looking on fashion design, you always can try to look at the research and also comprehensive category university, because they provide a wider range of the courses. Our courses is mostly on engineering, so that's the reason why we are very small, but very dynamic. So you can
Yeah,
see age 20 years, we already working very hard to climb on this QS ranking. We need to start somewhere. Come on, At least we
okay.
have started somewhere, so it makes us an advantageous for us to climb higher. So I would say that fairly to say 20 years, because I service over here for 16 years. I can see the campuses actually growing from a very small area into a very big campus, which you guys can really come in and enjoy it. So something which is worth for you to think about. Not only to promote UTeM, but also thinking about come and study in Malaysia as a general. The option is on for you, but definitely today I have to speak for UTeM because I'm the staff from UTeM. So that's the reason why I need to promote the engineering courses. Fashion design, try other public university and also the private university. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. I got another questions. Even I am confused for the answer. So, Miss Roxana, for which class this scholarship is?
If let's say like, I can clarify again.
Yes.
I would say that for undergraduate we do not have scholarship. Okay, very clear, because the school fees are very affordable. So you can, well, all of these Googles is on your fingertips. You always can Google and you can get a lot of information. So we are not the salesperson who are selling you anything. I'm the one who channel the real information for you, and you always can verify it through two medium. First one is through Google. Second one is through Mr. Hossein. Okay, so that
Yeah.
is two ways for you to do. And then the second one is for the scholarships is only available for postgraduate, means that masters and PhD by research. And then that is the one that for postgraduate studies, as you already seen just now, provided for 1,005 per month allowances for the master students by research and 1,800 ringgit per month for the PhD students who are going for by research during the entire period of their studies. So that is the
Thank
one for the scholarship.
Thank you very much, Prof. I think Miss Roxana, you got the answer from Prof. 2. I am going to show another student. He comments, Mahyuddin. After complete the diploma courses, could I go to Malaysia with a student visa? I will go here for computer science.
Yes, yes, you can. Yes. I think, Hussein, this one is definitely your expertise already. You are dealing with so many students. We welcome, yes, students, you are welcome to come in. Now, I have to also say something about computer science. Yeah. You have to understand that no matter what countries that you are in, computer science definitely is an international platform. Means that it has to be world class. The reason are pretty simple because we are all connecting on a similar internet connection globally, correct or not? So it cannot be differentiate that Malaysia has a different internet system, United Kingdom has a different internet system. Then how are we going to synchronize together for communication? So in such a cases that you found out that most of these computer science, ICT or bachelor science in computer engineering, they are very advanced, they are very world class. So you always can think about it and then pick those that really is suitable for yourself, particularly those that are talking about the fees. The school fees must be affordable for yourself, because I have to be honest to you, I myself also, I do not want to at the end of the day owing too much money for the tuition fees. That's going to be a very big trouble for all of us. I mean, if you're looking at some of the reports that happens in some other developed countries, the students actually being burdened with the tuition fees. Even after they graduated, they still need to pay for the loans and everything. So with the affordable prices that you're able to get, so why not thinking about good quality universities that you can actually go for? And then after that, and then you also know that these type of universities that UTeM affordable and also can give you high advantages about the employability. The figure speaks for itself. I have to be honest to you, because you always can Google, UTeM employability, everything can be revealed. So that's the message that I would like to deliver to you.
Thank you, Prof. And also, I also mentioned Mr. Mahyuddin, like I could say UTeM will be best for you in terms of the location, environment, and the tuition fees. Because in Bangladeshi Taka, Prof, I'm going to explain to him. In Bangladeshi Taka, he will have to expend around 6 to 7 lakh Taka for CS in computer science, BSc in computer science. So another thing is he's finishing his diploma, so he will get a 1 year credit exemption. So he might can finish his bachelor within 3 years. So it will be very helpful for you, Mahyuddin. So once you get your diploma result, just contact with us. There have our contact number. So we will help you for the admissions. And Prof. 2 is there. So he will be your guidance and guardian when you came Malaysia. Thank you, Prof. And thank you, Mahyuddin, for your important comments.
So any more questions, Mr. Hussein, so far? Come on, guys. I'm here. We have time differences. It's already approximately 11, but I'm still motivated, So, yeah, you can ask me any questions. Even you want to ask general question about Malaysia, I also can help to answer, no problem. As I mentioned, this is a sharing session. This is nothing to do with selling you a BMW or selling you a car or selling you anything. This is a session that we are trying to share the information, correct.
So, who would like to ask questions? So you can ask anything about Malaysia and the current situation also. And Prof, Like, do you have any idea when the international student can travel to Malaysia? So this is quite.
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, we have already green listed. They're always
Yes.
green and black.
Yes.
So blacklisted means that those countries still cannot come in. For example, the United Kingdom, they
Yeah.
cannot come in. Green listed means that the countries which are open for them to come in. But the other major consideration, honors, because I
Yes.
am a teacher, you need to go through the process of being quarantined in a quarantine center for 14 days. And then all the expenses will be bear by the students himself or herself. So in such a case, you can always judge whether do you want to come in or how. But at the moment, because of the universities try to support, in a way that we do not differentiate. Right now, do you know in Malaysia, no students actually come to the campus. So all the students, no matter they are international or they are local students, Malaysian students, everything is conducted via online. And then UTeM, we have also a very, caring way. Caring, we are cared about the students. So you imagine that last time the students has to come to the class by 8 o'clock Malaysian time, correct or not?
Yeah.
So we also need to cater that time different time zones. Maybe in
Yes.
Bangladesh that time is 6 o'clock in the morning. You
Yeah.
stretch Pakistan will be 5 o'clock. You stretch up to Turkey will be -7, then will become 1 a.m. I'm not sure. So
Yes.
in such a cases, yes, all the first year students who are currently studying, we accommodating their subject in the afternoon. So that the students for international students, no matter what time zone, in the afternoon, start at 2 o'clock. We assume that no matter what, is going to be at least early morning. So it's not going to be, early. Not say earlier. It's going to be morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. You get what I mean? So
Yes.
that's the way that university try to support. And then I also teaching MBA for your information. I also have one Yemeni students, and then we
Okay.
also need to conduct online. So as I said to you, 6:30 just now, and then I
Yeah.
have to try to think, and then I start my class around 7:30 because he said that he needs to pray. So I said no problem. I start at 7:30. I wait for you. You can come by 7:30 or 8 o'clock, but you must come in at 8 o'clock because that's
Yes.
the time that we already start our classes. So no more about the discussion. 7:30 to 8, we'll have some discussion with the students. How is your progress? Any question? Anything we want to revise, revision? And then 8 o'clock is a real lecture. So you see, even a tiny situation like this also being considered by UTeM. So that's the reason why students are well being protected over here. I can say to you because a very small universities, our top management like our vice chancellor, they're very caring. Do you know that during the COVID time, international students are provided with the free food?
Yeah, I heard that, and also I got the live. I mean, video for.
Ah,
Yeah.
correct. I think we also have some friends who shared with you before. And for those students like you all, if you really found out that you are struggle financially, you do not have to worry. We already in Utah we have one food bank project. Food bank that the one that corporate and also lecturer like us, we donate money or we donate food, not outdated food. The place are very very strict, not something that tomorrow is going to expire, then after that, no such thing at all. Treat every student with fair, so the students can get all the food freely, biscuit, coffee, whatsoever required from the food bank. They can top up every month they require. And we also hope that once they already become alumni, they become richer, they can also contribute to the some donation, and then we keep on helping the students out. And then mosque also is one of the places they never separate between Malaysian and international students. Most of the time they always provide with the food for the students. And if let's say like you have financial problem, you always can go to the mosque, you always can go to the students places and asking for some help, no problem. We always believe that we help those who are really genuine students who need help. That's the way that the students always being taken care of.
Okay, Prof. I got another question. It's very, I think, very interesting question.
Yeah.
Muhammad Rakib, he asks, fantastic question. Thank you very much for your questions. After long study gap, we will be able to study. I have 10 years study gap.
I have to know which level of the studies. Now, maybe I give you two answers possibility. If let's say like you're going for undergraduates, then I would say that we need to reaccess on the previous diploma that you have, or maybe you have a diploma you want to come for bachelor degree, because for international students the entry point is for bachelor degree lah.
Yeah.
Then if let's say like you have a bachelor degree right now, you are thinking about going for masters. Now for masters, then should be no problem, because we love to have the students who have the working experience. So in such a case that you definitely by postgraduate level, why we do not have any age restriction, we even have the oldest students so far by 65 years old.
Oh, that's
65
good.
is yes. Still studying. And then if you ask why you want to come and study, he will say to you, I want to do something for my life, he said to you. Not for any career, anything. I just want to learn, I want to complete something in my life. So I would say that applause being given. So for yourself, Mr. Rakib, if let's say like you're thinking come back for postgraduate study, your gap of 10 years net, this is fantastic. Past 12 means what?
Past 12 means HSC. So after HSC, he can join in bachelor program, Prof.
Okay, sure. So all the application, I think Mr. Hussein, he knows better than me. The reason is because we always need to have our partners in all over the places, and then the entry requirement, the examination results. For us in UTeM, we only base on the requirement, the entry requirement. That's why Mr. Hussein sometimes will fight for the students. He will say, come and talk to me, Prof, you see this one is the students which can consider. Then okay, we can try, and then we can do some support, no problem. By the end of the day, every decision comes from the university, not from me. So it's no harm to try. It's no harm to try for you. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Rakib. Hope to receive your application as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mr. Rakib, you could say like which program you want to join and what is your HSC result. I mean, আপনার যে ইন্টারমিডিয়েটের যে রেজাল্ট আছে এটা আমাদেরকে জানাইলে আমরা কনফার্ম করতে পারবো যে আপনি আসলে কোয়ালিফাইড কি কোয়ালিফাইড না, either you are qualified or not for UTeM, we can inform you. So if you have like the result, you can text here also what is your HSC, I mean 12 pass result. So Prof can we inform you either you are qualified or not.
Yeah. So my point is very simple. The unit of enrollment is determined by another unit, not from me, because in our electrical, good for you. People are looking at sustainability, power management, carbon management, whatsoever things that for the electrical. So I would like to clarify is in a public sector like us, we are actually working in a very close manner, but we are working separately. Now, separately in a sense that because we have to make sure that every decision made has to be neutral, not without any influences. So I myself from the international office, my job is doing promotion, my job is working with my partners in overseas. Then after that, we're trying to recruit the international students into UTeM. So that is my objective. And what is my KPI, Key Performance Index, is I need to achieve certain numbers of international students so that the ranking of UTeM can keep on going up. So we are doing something good for the students as well for the university. So that's what we call as a win-win situation, mutual benefiting. But having saying that, all the applications that you come in, it will go through online system, get into the unit of admission and records. There's another team of people who are going to evaluate on your requirement as well as your qualification. So in such a case that I cannot never ever going to tell, for example, if he is Mr. Ali, hey Mr. Ali, you must take care Mr. Rakib application. I cannot do that. So I make sure that the unit is neutrally being run by its own, because we are public services. So in such a case, you're going to know that everything decisions that are going to be, I would say to all of you, no harm to give a try, because we have to cater a lot of different types of requirements as well as the qualification of the students. We have encountered the students might come from Bangladesh, but previously he studied somewhere else. He might has been working in the UK for some time, but he has a Bangladeshi nationality. So the cases will be another different situation. Correct or not, Mr. Hussein?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, bro. Because his qualification is not the same with others.
Hmm.
So okay, I got the result of Rakib. So he passed from vocational school and college. So his SSC is 3.33. So is UTeM accept like 3.33 result?
I need to check with you later on, because if let's say like you can help me by
Mhm.
looking at the entry requirement, I think we need to check back about the entry
The
requirement.
subject, yeah,
Yeah,
subject wise.
yeah.
So,
And also the
um,
subject, correct. Because it's also spelled out mathematics has
yes.
to be, C or what. I can share over here a little bit for Mr.
Yeah,
Rakib,
put it in the
our
certificate.
fans, our big fans that still stay with us. So you can have a look on the entry
Bro,
requirements over here.
126 people stay with us. 126 people are watching us.
Oh, okay, good. How many?
128 people.
Wow, that's good. Okay, at least you guys willing to spend time listen to our session, and I'm glad to have you guys here. I would say that pretty straightforward in a sense that when we're looking at Bangladeshi students' requirement, so will be something over here. Yeah. As I say that I do not have the local knowledge, that's why I need my partner, Mr. Hussein, to come and help me. So this
Okay.
is the requirement for higher certificate, and as well as the grades, minimal grades that have to be achieved for mathematics and also one other subject. So if let's say like electrical engineering was somewhere over here,
Yes, bro.
for ICT and technology management, they will be over here. Yeah. So hopefully, Mr. Rakib, I think you do not need to show too much because this is private data of yours. Maybe after the session, you can keep in touch with Mr. Hussein and then share with him about your qualification and so on. And then
Yes.
after that, he might be able to channel the information to UTEM. So
Yes.
that is the,
When
the
we see the like his transcript, bro, then we can confirm. Okay, either he is
Yeah, you
eligible.
need to. Yes, because all of these will start to spell out the grades that are going to be scored previously upon his diploma that he has obtained that time.
Yes,
So
bro.
no problem, give a try. I will always say that. Okay, right.
All right.
Any more questions so far?
So far no more question yet.
Hmm.
So I think we could finish. Though 114 people watching now.
Yeah, very nice to have you guys, no matter where you are.
Thank you
Because
very
this is a sharing session.
much.
This Hussein is my buddy. I have to say that my very good friend. We've been working for
Thank you
quite
very
some time. That's why when he
Yeah.
say that, okay, can you come in Malaysian time at 10 o'clock? I said to him, 10 o'clock, okay lah. Malaysian always say, okay lah. Or else I'll say that, 10 o'clock, I need to sleep.
No, yeah, yes. Actually, I forget. Like in the sticker, they have some like I forget. I think it's flip the time, so that's why like I shot like a
Yes.
select
It's
accent.
okay. It's okay. What I want to tell is, what I want to tell is our friendship. So that's why I say that when you call, then okay, I'll come out. No problem about that. So, any more
Another question.
questions? Any
Yeah.
scholarship based during semesters? This one would be scholarship will only offer for the postgraduate. Yeah, Masum. I think just now I think I've shared.
Yes.
The one that for the undergraduates, you will get 20% discount for the first semesters on the school fees. The first semesters. So you enter by next semesters will be considered as your first semesters, then you're entitled to get 20%. So you see, actually, I have something additional to say.
Okay.
People ask why no scholarship, why no scholarship, and then we say, and then UTEM say no, we provide to everybody, fairly. So don't
Yeah.
you think this is better? I said, yeah, this is this is far more better, because you provide everyone, no matter which country you come from, you definitely have 20% discount for your first semesters. Yeah.
Thank you very much, bro. I got a question from Muhammad Rakib also. My first choice is electrical. If not, then I'm interested in IT.
No problem. As I mentioned to you, Mr. Rakit, you will check back on the okay, because of the interest. I would say that you always can have electrical and IT. You have two options in total. So you check back on the entry requirement first and then see which one. So if let's say like you found out that you are perfectly matched on electrical, then go for the first option, or then if not, then you're thinking you want to go for the IT as a second option, no problem at all. I would say that don't worry, but I would say, Mr. Rakib, please remember to in touch with Mr. Hussein by sending him your academic information, which I think I have to treat it as a private and confidential information, not going to be shared over here. So after that, then he will help you to evaluate, and then he will become your sifu in order to guide you whether any more options that you can go for.
I got another questions from Masum Anas. So based on his result, because I think he asked for the bachelor earlier, he asked for the bachelor programs. The bachelor, I reply him like everyone who are eligible for UTeM, everyone will get 20% scholarship for the first semester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
So
think
what is the question Masum want to ask me about based on result? What does it mean?
based on like he want to study in bachelor program. So
Mm.
the scholarship is based on result or for everyone? The clarification.
Um, Again, no scholarship for undergraduates. Or undergraduate is based on if you are the first year students, first semester, first year students, you automatically you get 20% discount. So everything is very clear over here. For the scholarship for masters and PhD, yes, definitely it's based on result because they required for the CGPA, which is more than 3.5. And that is the first requirement that you would need to understand. So that's the reason why I showed to you just now under the website called Zamala. So you can Google Zamala PPS UTeM. You just three keywords: Zamala, ZAMALH, PPS UTeM. Then you can read the requirements over there to make yourself comfortable with the terms and condition. Yeah.
Okay. So
No
Mohammed,
problem, Mr. Rakib. I
thank
think
you
he's
very much.
he's a very interesting guy. He wants to study about electrical, which is
Yeah,
good.
he's a point. So I think could contact with us. So contact with our number. So we will keep in touch with you and help you for the admissions. So Prof, could you please tell the students when is the deadline for the February or March intake? Your March intake.
Okay, you see, okay, can you let me to share on this the website so that I can get to you the information precisely. Now, in order to make sure that we able to secure the time, timing
Yes.
is very important, guys, because all of this application, you also need to understand that it might takes up to a month, means that 4 weeks in order to get it to be processed. So what I would like to say is to play safe. It is good that you always have enough time for your application. Is it I'm sharing on the information right now? Is it,
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Hussein? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So if you look at this, which is called academic calendar, and then you are able to look it very, very clearly on how is the arrangement of this timetable. I would say that because of this time, COVID time, the semesters will start somewhere around in March. So it's already spelled out over here that you need to do backwards calculation. So you see on these coming semesters, we are doing on the 20 and 21. So this will count it, even though it's a first semesters for you, it will count it as a second semesters for Malaysian academic calendar. But no worry about that because you are coming in, you are still taking the first year subject. Okay, so in such a case, you found out that instructional week will be somewhere. Okay, you have to go for
March.
registration. Okay, registration which is on the 11th of March. So if let's say like the borders still remain closed, you will do the registration online. Everything could be found on your offer letter. Okay, self-explanatory. Then after that, by the time that you register, The instructional session means that the actual lecture will start from the 15th of March 2021. So that is the first day of the lecture. Every one of us will take note on this. Now over here, then you can able to see, in order to make sure that your application is successful, I would advise you to at least allow 1 month before for the decision making process. Now, why is it? Because you have to understand, sometimes the applications that you come in might be incomplete, the document hardly to be traced, they need to refer to EMGS, a lot of works needs to be done. So spare up yourself with approximately 1 month time. So by this means, it means that I would say that by the mid, I think should be by the mid of February, should be the cut-off date to all of you already. Then after that, from the 15th of February, they have approximately 2-3 weeks in order to process. Then after that, you're able to register yourself on the 11th. So that is the advice that I would like to give to bachelor degree students. Because so far, the entire process doesn't provide any charges for your application. Whereas for postgraduate would be, I would say that you need to calculate it very, very clearly. If possible, that you also need to approach for 1 month time, then I will advise you also the end of January and also the mid of February will be the best time that you have your application submitted already, So that is the best period of time because people are doing the evaluation after that. So you can understand that by the end of that time, then you allows enough time for the people to come out with the offer letter or by checking on all this process or whatsoever. So you will not feel so anxious about why you never get your offer letter yet. Now, first come, first in, first in, first out. In a sense that if let's say like you can provide early, you can provide early. If let's say like tomorrow you're submitting, target 1 month after right now, by the end of January, you will get your offer letter already. Does it make sense? So in such a case that you will start to know that how are you going to plan yourself properly for that. Because we do not want to have a too late application. Obviously, if you ask me whether it happens before, yes, but it's not really good for the students because this time the students have to access via online. A lot of preparation he has to go through before. So in such a case, remember to take my advice, allow yourself 1 month time to wait for the results. Then you also feel not too stressful for yourself. UTeM offer letter takes up 1 month time for you to get it. Then you also do not need to be so panicked. Then after that, if let's say like you plan for it, then better early in, then you can get an early notification about the offer.
To interrupt you, Prof, I got 3 other questions. So Mr. Masum asks, I'm actually said that for of students will get good mark. Like, okay, so if any students have excellent result in his like current semester or previous semester, will they get a scholarship semester wise?
Okay. You have to understand that the term scholarships by given is the one that scholarship in our interpretation means that financial aid that supports the entire study. So the definition might be different in such a way. So Masum, I would say that the student get good marks semesters wise, then possible to get scholarship semesters. I would say that they might get some discount, but I cannot confirm to you right now. It has happened before, but I cannot confirm to you right now because I think Mr. Hussein knows me. I do not promise sky, moon, rainbows.
No, like some universities, they give offer, scholarship.
Correct.
Of any
Understood.
university.
Understood.
If they have like Dean Award or good result, like 3.8 and above. So is
Understood.
such things or such any scholarship in UTeM offer for the student?
You see, previously, I have to check this one for you guys because previously it has been offered before. But right now, because of the pandemic and then also the discount that already provided for the first semesters, so I really need to check it through, then only I'll give it back to you guys. So I cannot say on behalf right now. So in such a case that I have to say, this is a good question for me to investigate, then I'll give it to Mr. Hussein, and after that Mr. Hussein can share with you guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much, bro. So, Prof, Mr. Masum also asked if anyone has like residency in Malaysia, it necessary to pay the hostel fees?
No. If let's say like you already have an accommodation, you
Yes.
can reject the accommodation. I mean, first thing first, Masum, definitely the university will automatically provide accommodation for you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's the way that we want to secure the students. I mean, imagine you come to a new places without a place for you to sleep. That's pretty scary, isn't it? So the first thing, accommodation will be guaranteed. But obviously, if let's say like you want to reject it because you already have it, you can do it when you're doing your registration. No problem at all. Okay.
So, so that time
Right
the
now,
student
the
does
cases
he
right
have
now, yeah, in a COVID situation, no one needs
Mhm.
accommodation. So there's no provision for the accommodation. Accommodation will be provided once you requested it, and then it will bills to you directly. So everything in the public sector, the statement, the invoice, everything are very clear. So you do not use it, then you can reject it. No problem at all, Masum.
Yeah, the profile like last week, one of my friend, another public university, they give the offer letter with the hostel fees. After that, he talked with the faculty, then said, okay, you don't have to pay the hostel fees. The
Yeah,
rest money you can pay to register the subject, and he
correct.
registered.
No problem at all. Because every one of you will be fairly treated. Remember, public university's mission is in order to disseminate the knowledge. So we are
Yes,
under the public sector. So that's the reason why it's not for profit making. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Remember, every time once you're in the public universities, for every transaction that you make, remember always request a receipt, request an invoice, request a statement, so you know what you are paid for. No hidden charges suddenly. No such thing at all. So remember, always in Malaysia, go for public universities. Every payment that you made, even fines, sometimes library fines for 20 cents per day, where you have a late books, they also print the receipt for you with your name.
yeah. So
And
yeah,
you should say you're being charged for 1 ringgit because 5 days not paying the
I
back the
still think
books
it's
back to the library.
because I
Yeah.
put some 180 ringgit, so 10 ringgit, 5 ringgit, 3
Yes,
ringgit.
yes, yes. So you get the receipt for sure, no
Yeah,
problem.
yes, yes, bro.
Okay, any more questions so far?
So far, no more questions, and it's like I think, Prof, it's we already occupy a lot of time, so
It's
I
okay,
think
it's okay.
we would end the session here. And thank you very much, everyone, for your important question, and thanks to join with us. Still, we have 100 audience watching us.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Thank you.
Do you think that we should show them the corporate video before we go?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's nice that to show you the corporate video before we end, because fundamentally, as we already talk a lot about UTeM, it's nice that you also see the corporate video, and you can see the students are operating the machines. As I mentioned to you, the students has to be trained by practicals and also hands-on approach. So in such a case, that I think it's nice that I can share before we end the session. And for any other questions, remember, always have my partner here. He can, always give you further advice, freely. Yeah. So in order to get into this admission into UTeM, and then I would start to find the information for the question which I could not answer, because fundamentally everything has to get a policy and also documented black and white, so that I can give to you. So that there's a reason why for the semesters one, I'll come back to you lah. So by the end of this session, it's nice that I share the video about this UTeM, so that you're able to understand how the UTeM, about the offices, about
And
the
the facility,
accommodation.
and
Yes,
also
facility. Yes. So then it makes you start to think whether are you interested to come in or not. Yeah.
all right, Prof.
So
Sure,
I'm
sure.
looking forward to see all of you. If let's say like you have chances to come, if you are somewhere around, if you're already enrolled, you can give a shout to me, because I'm located in the international office. I will always be there. And then yeah, we'll definitely do more activities together. Hopefully the COVID will go away. We can do much more much more thing
We
together.
used to,
And
Prof.
then,
The comeback with
sorry.
go. Yes, we wish
Yeah,
the border will open soon for the international students, because this is the good time to open the international student, and university can arrange the like for the like I think for the quarantine university could manage to do it. So
yeah. But the thing is, the quarantine center, it was fall under the government. What do you call the government arrangement, the federal arrangement. So I also believe that because they are catering not only these students who are students, that the foreigners, the international arrivals, not only about these students, they also might cater those that expatriates, business travelers. So that's the reason why they conclude that every one of them should go to the scheme under the quarantine scheme. So in such a case, that's why we do not really know when the borders will be open. Last time we keep worrying whether the students can learning through online or not. But finally, right now we are already in the week 12, for the first semesters. So
yes,
we
yes,
are having 15 weeks right now. Week 12 means that another balance 3 weeks to go. Everything they perform fantastically, and I have to say, some of the students start to enjoy doing things to learn online because they
so
love to stay at
when your
home.
final exam will start for the lab
Sorry.
test, when UTM the final semester, I mean first semester the exam, I
Or
mean
when
next
will be the last for the final semesters? You mean?
yeah, no exam, when
Our
your
last
exam will start?
semester will be somewhere ended in this January, around 20th something as our last semesters. So it means that the students will finish their syllabus. Then after that, they will have a semester break for their study week. Then they'll go for their final examination.
Okay, all right.
So we are near to the end. And then
Yes,
people say that impossible to study, you cannot survive within face to face. We have done it. International students from all over the world. 819, you have 195 bachelor students who are studying with us. Come on, guys. I have master students who are doing online for MBA. Why say impossible? Everything is possible as long as you want to make it happen. Yeah.
yes, yes.
So I would like to say thank you for the session, Hussein. And
Thank you very
then
much.
thank you guys to those that hundreds who are still staying with us. I hope
Yeah,
that you keep safe and keep healthy no matter where you are. And then with this, I'll share with you the corporate video. And then that's going to end our session. Thank you.
sure. Thank you very much, bro. Can I see
Yeah.
the video?
Okay. So can you see from here?
Yeah, now I can see.
Okay, right.
I can play it, bro.
Thank you.
That's done, Prof.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prof. Thank you, everyone, for stay with us. Still, we have a lot of audience. So thank you very much, everyone. So stay with us. We'll bring in more video and also a lot of information for you guys. So whoever want to like to know, so visit us our website www.nSS. So n-s-s.my. So you can get the information. Also, you can get the contact number. There is a below. So my contact number also very easy to remember. 01111919297. So thank you very much, everyone, and thank you very much, Pro, for your important information and the discussions. It was very fantastic.
Okay,
Thank
right. So,
you.
guys, take